Well, this is not a video that I thought I would be making. I thought if I talk about this topic again, like relationships, dating, love, romance, whatever, I thought it would be like a ring on my finger a year from now or something. But no, this is a breakup video, and it's like a dating life update type of thing that I've done every now and again. So here's the newest. And yeah, let's just get to it. So this is actually on my laptop. I typed this up on Word. It's 2 full pages, and I've just been adding to these notes the past few days as this is fresh in my mind and very real right now. It's a bummer. I'll tell the story right now. You'll see why it's so sad. It's just bizarre. But okay. Emily, back to being one of the single ladies. Dating life, let's talk. It's been rough. And wise words, any wise words? For an almost broken heart, I don't mind the single life. Now here I am back to it. I don't mind being single. I'm not hurt by it. I don't care either way. Anyway, let's get into the juicy details. My boyfriend of 2 months ghosted me this past week. Brody. And it's fitting because I was ghosted and it was Halloween, the week of Halloween. Yeah. His last text to me was a week and a day ago, last Thursday of October. Morning kiss face emoji, and then in that same text he said he was working till midnight and back at work that same morning at 5 a.m. The last I heard from him. We seemed fine. No fight, no build-up, nothing. It was random and out of the blue. Those first few days of silence, I felt like shit and it hurt like hell. I'll admit that my self-esteem was shot a bit at first. I keep thinking, what'd I do wrong? He had initiated. He asked me out. He asked me to be his girlfriend. I've never been ghosted in a relationship before. It's been a bizarre experience, let me tell you. But there are some weird things, like I'm telling you, weird-ass things. There was the voicemail when I called him. There was his Facebook gone. Note, he told me prior to his business account that his business account and profile was often taken down due to being so pro-guns, etc. And the voicemail, it was my last straw and final attempt. I tried calling him on Monday before I went into work, and I left a voicemail. It was one ring and then straight to voicemail. I looked it up and may be out of luck, as usually 3 to 12 rings means you have not been blocked, whereas less than 3, well, not so promising. And I sent a few checks wait, what do I mean by that? And I sent a few checks trying to check in, and my last 2, I sent in a few texts trying to check in, and my last 2 were never delivered. Let me change that. I was like, I didn't send him money. Okay. And I sent a few texts trying to check in, and my last 2 were never delivered. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt and assumed he was hunting and thus out of range. I sent my last 2 undelivered texts as green text messages. Still nothing from him. Something to mention is we talked almost every day just via text since we first started talking 2 months ago. So this was just plain weird. So I'm left here thinking all of these thoughts. You can't be annoyed with me. We only saw each other like 3 times in 2 months. 3 dates in 2 months. And yeah, he lives an hour away from me, and yeah, he was often busy with work and things, but it's out of character for him to do something like ghost me. Like, his personality was very upfront and honest and genuine and sincere, or so I thought, but he played the game so smooth. I don't know. So it's out of character for him to do something like ghost me. I was baffled, flabbergasted. I love that word, flabbergasted. He told me that he hated people on the dating apps playing games, but isn't that exactly what he did? He played games exactly the thing he said he hated. I'm just glad we didn't have sex, and I'm glad I didn't love him. That would have been even harder, but I will say that I did like him a lot. And I did. I saw us having a future together, which obviously has blown up in my face. He apparently couldn't say it over text or to my face, so he ghosted instead. That was his choice. My choice was to not let it bring me down. Silence speaks louder than words, and him not saying anything, but it also says a lot. If something didn't make sense or feel right to him, he should have told me, said something upfront and honest. And so I'll never know what happened. I'll never know the truth. I wish I could get in his head. He left with no answers, instead only questions. A lot of the time, the reason for a split, a breakup, or divorce is finances and or lack of communication, or both. And there was a definite problem of lack of communication on his part. And because he chose to avoid and ignore me, I'm forever left in the dark. The ball was in his court. I left it in his court. It was his job to either call me or text me back, and never did. And he chose to ghost me. I, on the other hand, I did all I could do. But I'm not going to let myself be hurt by it or mad about it. I moved on real quick. Brought back my Tinder account on Monday and have 2 dates this weekend. We had Halloween plans. We had plans for my birthday coming up. Now, nothing. But gotta say, I was grateful to the friends who I confided in. Like friends from work, friends from old jobs, friends I've gained over the years. They helped me dissect the ghosting and talk through it and distract me from all of the ghosting nonsense that's gone on. One of my friends said maybe it was depression. I thought he was out of range in hunting. I even looked up his name on Google to see if I'd find an article. Did he die? Is he ghosting me? Was he abducted by aliens? Is he breaking up with me? Or is he just simply busy? Time heals and there are plenty of fish in the sea. I tend to attract toxic men and I won't let myself do so anymore. He made me feel like shit, and the thing is that I take no shit. I've been all over the place in my emotions for him. But he dropped me and he didn't do it nicely, he did it cruelly. I can't respect him when he does that to me, so it's easier to move on since he was really in the wrong. So you drop me and then I drop you because I have standards. You can't treat someone that way. Your name has left my prayers. This is intense. Now I'm praying for my prince to come sweep me off my feet. Goodbye, Brody. Thank you for the picnic, the walk by the river, and a couple pictures. But no thank you to your ghosting me. Drops mic. Boom. No, just kidding. But yeah, if I hear back from him, I'm not going to take him back. I don't know. I don't know his reasoning. I don't know his side of the story. He didn't share anything. He left me ghosted. And so I won't block his number. I'll delete it eventually. But I just want to leave it open in case he does say anything. And I know that's like adding fuel to the fire, but I feel like a fool. I sound like I said fool. I'm a fool. But I shouldn't say that about myself. I don't know. It's just so dumb. It is so dumb. I hope we've been going this whole time. Okay. Nice to know. But that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to share. Yeah. Ghosting is mean, and so many people do. I was telling my girlfriend this story, and she was like, yeah, it's more common this day and age. People just ghost. And I've never been ghosted 2 months in. And the way that I've ghosted people, like myself, is if the conversation dies or if I'm no longer interested, and I tell them if I'm dating somebody, I'm like, hey, I can't talk anymore. I'm dating somebody. And then I drop them. But I've never really ghosted. I've always tried to say I'm with someone or I'm no longer interested. But sometimes the conversation dies anyway, so you don't have to say anything more. They don't either on the other end. But anyway, that's my story. And it's just maddening and frustrating and a little bit painful. You do feel a bit of a burning in your heart, like a nabbing at you, like you feel hurt. So don't appreciate that, but I'm excited about the dating because it's a sign that it wasn't supposed to be with Brody, and the dating just means I'll get out of my comfort zone more, I'll put myself out there more, and there's plenty of fish in the sea. And I know Brody and I maybe weren't compatible. I remember, this is a story I didn't say, but I'll say it now. The last time I saw him, we did couple pictures and then we watched a movie, but he fell asleep really early. So either I was boring him or he was genuinely tired. I knew he was sick from before. He was like still trying to recover from being sick. So he was tired, but I thought the date was fine for the most part. And if I look back, I do feel a little bit bad because I was asking him for help, like around my apartment. Like I asked him 2 questions, and one was a rod, like what I should do that holds up the towel, like the towel rack in the bathroom. And then the other thing was my wax burner. And I just asked him for help for those 2 things. And he didn't seem annoyed, but I wonder if internally he was. He just never said. And I wonder if that bothered him, if that was like a turnoff, like, wow, this girl's going to need a lot of help in life. And I don't want to be that partner who has to deal with her nonsense, her incapabilities. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know. That's all I can say, is I don't know. Because I don't know what to say. I don't have answers. I don't have the reason. I don't have the story. And that's okay. So we'll see what happens with the dating life till the next video.